Wow, 2 seasons of making Preds fan reaction videos, 2 seasons of making postseason Pred fan reaction videos. If only you had listened to me, Johnny, about making these videos sooner in our fanhood. Well, technically they didn't make the playoffs last year. They lost in the play-in round, remember? Whatever are you talking about, Johnny? It was the playoffs. The TV said it was the playoffs. If games had remained tied, they would have played playoff overtime. More than 16 teams does not a true playoff bracket make. La, 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 la. I am not listening. They've made the playoffs for 7 straight years. La, 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 la. Everybody's hands go up. Way up. And I mean way up. Keep them up for just a moment longer because the Nashville Predators have defeated for the first time this regular season the Carolina Hurricanes by a score of 3-1, and by doing so have punched their ticket to the 2021 Stanley Cup playoffs. When they needed it the most, they didn't wait for another team to kick out the Dallas Stars who were trailing them. They got the job done. 40% capacity in Bridgestone Arena for this game as things get closer and closer to returning to normal. Preds are playing the first of 2 games against Carolina, who already have the division locked up, so it was a little surprising that Rod Brind'Amour is going with a full roster in this game. Props to Bally Sports South for the stat that the Preds started the season 1-11 against the best 3 teams in the Central Division, and since then have finished up going into this game 4-5, so things are definitely getting closer for the Preds as they are about to enter the playoffs. The Preds would start this game with the first 2 power plays of the game, and then Carolina would get a power play, and Nashville was this close to being down 1-0 on a shot by Nito Niederreiter, but Saros is bailed out by his best friend, the crossbar. Just under 6 minutes left to go in the first. Carolina has another great chance to open the scoring as Fogle gets it across to Stahl with Ryan Ellis being the trailing Preds defenseman, but Saros robs him and keeps this game scoreless. Close first period in terms of overall play. Good news, the Hurricanes didn't score. Bad news, the Preds didn't score. In the second period, things seem to be as even as they were in the first period. The Herd line has a great opportunity to open the scoring like it has done for this team so many times this season, but Tanner Jeannot cannot beat Nedeljkovic, who is in net for the Canes in this game. It would be the story of crossbars and posts throughout this game as the Preds get another power play, but can't beat Nedeljkovic because they hit his post. About halfway through the middle frame, Ryan Johansson, right in front, for some reason when he accepts a pass, decides to backhand pass it and the scoring chance is not as good. Ryan, when you have a point blank chance like that, shoot! Fortunately, Old Faithful comes in handy because after about 12 minutes into the middle frame, after a famous Smashville standing O, just over the Hurricanes' blue line, Mikael Granlund backhands it through 2 Canes defensemen to Luke Kuning, who goes right in, backhands it home through Nedeljkovic to make it 1-0 Preds. Technically, Ekholm got the secondary assist on that Luke Kuning goal, but big props to the Bridgestone Preds faithful for willing that goal into existence. Preds have some pressure with just about 3 minutes left in the middle frame, and without warning, the Canes have a 3-on-1 on-man rush going the other way, and Saros bails this team out again and keeps it a 1-0 game after 2. Carolina comes out strong in the third period, but UC Saros is not showing any wear or tear and is maintaining this Preds lead. About 5 minutes into the second period, Nieces of Carolina has a great chance, beats Saros but can't beat the post. Then, just under 8 minutes into the third period, Ryan Ellis, stretch pass on target to Mikael Granlund, lickety split, gets it to, it's Luke Kuning again, in, snaps it, glove-side on Nedeljkovic, 2-0 Preds. Important note that you should know at this point that in 6 games against the Hurricanes coming into tonight, the Preds have not scored more than 2 goals in a game, but that's got to be enough tonight, right? Preds don't quit as Matt Duchene has a great chance but just can't make it 3-0. That would prove costly as shortly after that on a broken play, Geeky cuts into the Preds lead. They now lead 2-1. Great chances at both ends over the last 8 minutes. Ekholm beats Negovic but can't beat the post. And Sebastian Aho has a great wraparound chance right in front of Saros, but Saros gloves it down and says, "No soup for you." Carolina pulls their goalie with about 2 minutes left as Preds Nation in attendance and watching the game at home around the world counts down the clock, and all of them can breathe a big sigh of relief as just over 1 minute to go, Eric Holla stakes the Preds claim for the playoffs and makes it 3-1 into the empty net. Clock ticks down. It's over. The Nashville Predators are going back to the Stanley Cup playoffs where they will be facing these very same Carolina Hurricanes. Harken back, if you will, Preds Nation, to March 6, 2021. The Preds had just gotten smoked by the Florida Panthers in Nashville inside Bridgestone Arena and were about to embark on an 8-game road trip. At that point, they were second last in the Central Division, and how many of you thought that they were going to end up turning it around and making the playoffs? That's right, none of us did. From the start of that 8-game road trip to now, the Preds have pulled off a remarkable 29-2 record. And now they have a chance, along with 15 other teams, to play for the Stanley Cup. Even this week, Preds fans got anxious and nervous and worried to holy hell with how Nashville played against Columbus and how Dallas was coming on strong. But even though they had an 0-5-1 record against the Hurricanes coming into tonight, the Preds knew it only took one win and they got it done tonight and they punched their ticket. Nice try to come back there, Dallas. Enjoy your golfing off season. And did anyone see the tweet from the official Dallas Stars Twitter account once this game was over? Just hope all teams have fun, except Nashville. Maybe if you had converted one of those 14 overtime and or shootout losses into another win, Dallas, you'd still have something to play for, but now you have 2 meaningless games tomorrow and Monday versus Chicago. Too bad, so sad. And one thing I want to leave you with, Preds Nation, after many of us worried after that Florida game if Rene would start another game this season, barring injury to Saros, now that the Preds have clinched a playoff spot, there is no excuse, John Hines. I certainly hope Pex is playing on Monday. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really like it. You can find my social media as always by clicking on a channel name. And well, after Monday, it looks like Jersey Guy and I have some more videos to make.